Hey guys, and welcome back to In-Case Mystery Box. And today we are going to start the Let's Play review, I guess is what I should say. Because I already went ahead and did this before, and I recorded it and everything, so I'm just going to be watching it back with you guys, editing and compressing, and kind of just giving my thoughts of what was going on. But we're playing the Decades Challenge, if you don't know already. And in that challenge, we have to play our Sims like we're in the 1890s. So here are the rules that I got off the main forum that I found this challenge on. And basically, I'm going to ignore the first two rules because they's a bit racist. But we have to have outside toilets on our lot, no indoor toilets. So I made sure that all outside toilets were taken care of. No electricity. Lighting is a problem here. Use candles or lanterns. The house has candles. We're good. Must always try for a baby. No just woohooing because, condoms. That hasn't come yet. Girls born may only have the creativity bonus. Women take care of the house and take care of the children, and also garden. Female children may only move once they've been married. Male heirs only, basically meaning male heirs only. If there are no boys, a girl's husband may inherit wooden furniture only, no upholstered, quilted stuff. So basically just wooden chairs. No showers, only bathtubs. No jobs, being that this 1990 or the 1890s, 1990s, the 1890s was economic depression, so no jobs, lots of unemployment. So we'll be working with that, and house must be decorated with I made sure the house looked realistic. I didn't do a speed build, but I picked a good house and I redecorated. We're good in the house department. And then it also says that we have to get a cow planet started. I haven't done that yet at all, like even in through any of the playthroughs. I think I've recorded 3 so far, and I haven't got a cow plant yet. So we'll have to keep that in mind for in the future when I'm playing in the future. But yeah, so that's pretty much the notes. Yeah, basically are starting off in the 1890s and just kind of adjusting, and then as you go, I want to say like maybe once each generation as an adult, we'll do the math and then kind of just do the time jump from there. So it's 1890s until our children are adults. Does that make sense? I think I'll do better math. I think when our children age up to kids, I will go ahead 5 years because then that'll be the next tier on the list. And then when they're teens, we'll go to the next tier, which is, you know, in that proper, in 10 years increments. So it goes 1890s, 1900s, and then 1910s, and then so on. So we got a ways to go with this challenge, and I'm excited. And as you can see, we're walking down the street of Willow Creek because Willow Creek has some older looking houses. So I felt like I was kind of lucky because I didn't have to sit and build and waste the time and do all that stuff. I could actually just move a family in and just kind of work with what I got and kind of redecorate. So I'm just kind of wandering here. So yeah, the 1890s, I kind of Googled like some stuff because let's be serious. Has any one of us been around in the 1890s to know what exactly been going on? So apparently they were marked by depression in the U.S. in 1893. There was the Panic of 1893, which was like it was almost like it was like the first Great Depression is best way to say. It was an economic depression that left a lot of people unemployed and stuff like that. And there was a lot of strikes leading up to it. I noticed there were a lot of strikes in 1892, and then you had the Panic of 1893 when everything kind of just went to shit. And then in 1894 there was just more strikes. And then I think finally there was a lot of like minor wars too. It was like 1890s was not exactly a, let's just say, happy go lucky frolicky time period to be in. So that is our house, just in case you're wondering. But basically the 1890s was just a lot of it's almost like, I mean, I hate to say it, but it was almost like it was sad, it's just it wasn't a great time. So and finally in 1896 there was the Klondike Gold Rush, which I think was the gold rush that everybody thinks about. I think I'm not quite sure. I might, maybe not. Maybe I'm confusing it with another gold rush, but I'm pretty sure this is the one. And so that's when things started to get more positive, and then things started to revamp. Was around that time. That's when I stopped taking notes. Was in 1896. So I guess that's good enough information for now. I guess we can check in on our couple that we made last time. So I already did the Create a Sim video where I made The Sims that I'm going to do this. I made a husband and a wife, just very simple. And I figured today we will most likely get pregnant. You know, start the generations going, get that ball rolling. And then yeah, I think that was my main intent, was just to work on aspirations and then do children. And then after that, I kind of just let my mind wander after that. So let's see what exactly I did. Now, I like how this turned out. This is like when you come in, this is the living room parlor area. I feel very content with what I did. Thank you, Move Objects. There's a piano and a couch to my left. I believe I'm going to show it. Yes, the piano and the couch. It fits. And like I said, I didn't really go too crazy with lights because I'm like, well, you don't have any. So figured, in a time of depression, I don't think you'd have a shit ton of candles and stuff. So I tried to limit myself to 1 to 3 candles. Wait a minute. Is that Yoda? Oh, right. I put a Yoda shrine in. I totally forgot. So where's our couple? Where is the... Hello? Nobody's down here. I thought they'd be down here. I really did. I could have sworn they were going to be down here. I just can't believe I did that. All right, where's Amelia? We got to go find Amelia. And here she is, looking ever so guilty. Like something's not right with them flowers. Either she sneezed on them, or she cut them, or she did something, but, Amelia just likes to spend her time cutting up flowers, as you can see. Girl, we need to talk. All right, look. It's not that hard just to put a couple flowers in a planter and then move on, right? Like, how hard is that? How hard is that? Doesn't take that much brain power to put a flower in. Anyway, so we must be doing this for a very long time. We're just keeping an eye on her. Okay, we paused. We must have done something different. Oh, now I'm fixing the walls finally. All right. So, where is the husband? I have yet to really see him. So that's a bit of the upstairs bathroom. I don't think those vases are authentic, so they are going bye-bye. Just out of here. I will figure out what else to put in. You know what? Actually, I probably... I did put something down. I remember now. I put down something very simple, something very easy to keep track of. I put down a baby's toy. Just figured, get the ball rolling. Have that toy be a reminder that you need to get moving on with them kids. Okay, so creepy doll in the bathroom. Nothing. It's a cat. It's a toy cat. It can stay in the bathroom. And then this was when I realized that I accidentally set the property to off the grid because I thought, oh, don't need electricity. Well, I didn't realize that affected plumbing too, so I had to fix that because, yeah, not exactly smart doing in that department. I should have just figured candle lights only and then did something else with the lot trait. Like that was just me being completely stupid. So I changed it to natural light, and then of course it didn't want to go through, so it deleted the one, and I don't even remember what it was. So then I just put it, being that we were going to need to start a child today, like that was my main purpose. I think I did the ley line one, where it was like, you're more likely to get pregnant in this house. Because, houses totally control that. That's some 1890s thinking for you, probably. Anyway. So there's the husband as he's walking up the stairs. I believe his name is Byron Hunt. And as you can see, he's already have to go to the bathroom, which is outside. So I guess that's how you can make your intro, buddy. Just go outside and go do what you gotta do. And yes, I know you guys can see it probably under him, but I had them woohoo off screen. Because, hello, don't want to get demonetized. So that happened. So we'll see if Amelia ends up pregnant or not. I thought I could have sworn I did it during recording, but I must have did it like right before I hit record. Like that was one of those things that I just was like, okay, we're going to start from this point. Start. So he went ahead and is going to use the bathroom. Meanwhile, she's reading, and I believe the temperature is hot out, so I went ahead and switched them into um, their hot weather outfits, which I had decided his was the one that you saw, and then this is hers. It kind of made it look okay. Get that out of the way. Well, that's the wrong one. That's cold weather. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's the hot weather. And yeah, I tried it to make it look like old fashioned bathing suit. I guess was the best way I could think of. But I went ahead and in a little bit after this brief moment, I went ahead and I edited it. So she's just gonna randomly change outfits briefly here, quite shortly, um, in a couple of minutes probably, because editing is so much fun. And yeah, why did I decide that waiting out here in front of the toilet was a good idea? Okay, you're done. I do admit, I do like the one thing I like about The Sims 4 is the lighting. Like, I do like how the sun just comes in through the windows and stuff. I really do. But it's time to light the the Yoda shrine to start our day because it's 1:39 in the afternoon. Time to start our day. And we're going to have what's his face cook us some breakfast, or I guess in this case lunch. So let's light the kitchen candle, which is a sign that somebody's cooking. And yeah, let's get started. So they said that you could use the old-fashioned wood-burning stove and then and a vintage-looking freezer. The person who made this challenge decided to use a lot of custom content. Again, I don't have custom content, so I'm using the old the old box-looking refrigerator from the Realm of Magic pack. Kind of looks. It doesn't look like a fridge. It looks like a locker of some sort, like a meat locker or something. So I just have it there. And then I wasn't sure if I could have sinks in the kitchen. Like I really wasn't sure. But later I think I ended up just saying screw it and I moved in a sink. But I'm not really quite sure if I did or not. But yeah, so let's see what are we gonna make for lunch today? What is today's lunch? Ooh, that looks like something. Is this the vegetable dumplings? Is this okay? Well, call it a meal. Let's call everyone to the meal, and then here's her new look, and then she's gonna sit down and disappear. Hello, Sims 4. I did not notice this right off the bat, and when I noticed her standing in the kitchen, that I noticed, and I was like, wait a minute, she glitched. The Matrix has glitched, but unfortunately, Miss Amelia here has to use the restroom, so before she can eat, she might as well run outside and go do the whatever it is she's got to do. But I didn't realize she was reading, so I had to quickly cancel that out because, reading in the kitchen is something that we do before we eat. Maybe she was reading the cookbook, like, okay, what did he put in this shit? And then decided to run all the way upstairs to put a book away. And now we get to run all the way back downstairs because we have to pee. Like, I would have just set the book on the counter and gone outside. Like, that, how hard is that? But no. And as you can see, Miss has to have it her way. Gets to meander. And, yeah. She's walking. She's got that pee walk going. But look. Oh, look. The face. The face is priceless. Look at this. The face. Now, doesn't that look like someone who is just like, I am happy, my life is great, but I am regretting my choices? Like, she's definitely regretting every choice she's made up until that point. Like, why did I wait so long to run out to the outhouse to take a shit? So yeah, that's her mindset going into the bathroom. And then it only gets worse. It only gets worse. She decides to walk down. I didn't realize that it took forever to get out. This house is huge. Like, it's just huge. So I got him doing flowers now, and Amelia came out of the bathroom and she was uncomfortable. And it's because, so gross. She just didn't like setting foot in the outhouse. She's just like, this is not to my standards. Clean, please. So I was like, well, sorry, there's nothing I can do to make you feel less gross. You should be feeling inspired because that's what we need to do is paint some paintings while you're inspired. But no. So I figured, all right, well, have a drink, take the edge off, just take the edge off and have a glass of wine. That was literally what I thought. Was like, okay, go drink. Like, you're not happy, have a drink. You had a hard day. It's hot. You're in that outfit, and it's just been a long day. So, figured there's some, today was just a bit of a splurge day. I think I changed the family funds. Or no, I gave them the right amount. I gave them a decent amount to live on. I didn't want them being like straight up poor, but I didn't want them being like super duper rich either. So it's like this is like modern. I mean, I don't know. Is 29,000 like, is that modern day middle class? Like, I don't know. You get my point. I didn't want her having too much, but not too little. That's what I want to say. So I had her pour a new glass of wine because apparently the first one was ugh. And this one says normal quality. So she should like it. So she should drink it. And then I think I just tossed this one in the garbage. Little did I know that I would be making more later because I decided that I want to see what happens when a sim gets drunk. But we're not there yet. So I had her, she wanted to run upstairs, and I'm like, no, sit your ass down and finish the glass of wine. Because knowing your luck, you'd probably spill it as you're walking up the stairs. And then she just decides to get up and not listen to me. And I'm like, all right, sit your ass down. And then I realized, well, it's the husband who keeps trying to annoy the crap out of me. So I decided he needs to be busy doing something other than pester the wife. So I was like, well, read something. And then I was like, well, first we need to put a vase on that planter because we need to sell this stuff. We got a table out front that will be able to sell things to people so that way we can have some type of income. And I figured, why not be like the town florist or something? Like I thought, why not already be well known for being a good florist? Like, let's say Amelia's family was known for flowers, which is why we see her doing flowers right away on today's episode. Like, introductory type things. So I put the vases on both of these and then threw them back into Byron's inventory. I really paid no mind to the fact that he was carrying a toy around with him, the toy that I left in the bathroom. I have no idea why he decided to make friends with a toy cat. If he wanted a cat, I could have had a little want bubble above his head and I would have adopted a cat. But no, he just decided that I'm just going to play with this toy. But when you're not looking at me, just behind the back. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So Amelia finished off her first glass. I'm like, go make yourself another one. And this was when my tangent started. And the tangent will carry on well through the night, but this is going to be a part one, I think. Because this first playthrough really, I recorded for 50 minutes, is how long I left my recorder on for. So I'm stopping at 22 minutes, and that's where I'm taking the break, and then I'll do the rest in another part. So we're just finishing things up here and kind of seeing where things go. But apparently, I was more interested to see, like, how soon will she get drunk. And so far, she's doing all right. So far, she's doing okay. So I'm like, okay, go sit on the couch, enjoy your wine, and I apparently decided that going outside and looking at the street was important. I don't know what I was doing there. This is the fun part of pre-recording things, is I'm voiceovering it, and I'm not doing, I'm not paying attention to what I'm clicking on or what I'm doing. I'm kind of just trying to be like, okay, here's what I did, take a look at it, and sometimes I don't remember stuff that I did, like the fact that I just totally left 2 glasses out like that. Did I throw them away? I could have sworn I threw them away. Maybe I just didn't care at this point, because I'm like, okay, 3rd glass of wine, let's go. And actually 3rd and 4th, I'm like, I'm not going to come back for the 4th. I'm going to have you do them right away, and then I'm going to have you put them in your inventory, and then I cleaned up finally. I'm like, okay, now my OCD's kicking in. like have to have it clean. FYI, this isn't me in real life. I clean when it's appropriate, but other days my house can be junky. I have my lazy days. But yeah, so it's interesting. My Sims houses are super clean and mine's just not. Doesn't that say something? Anyway, drink the wine before I drink it for you. And then I'm going to put this one in your inventory. There we go. Alright, so I had her go sit on the couch, and then I figured I just want to wait and see her get drunk. That's all I want to do, was just wait to see her get drunk, and it just wasn't happening. And I couldn't understand why. I'm like, I thought Sims could get drunk. Like, I thought that was a thing. And then I kept thinking, well, maybe I need the mod, the drinking mod. There's a mod out there that makes Sims drunk. So maybe I need that. Like, maybe I'm missing something. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to light the candles and take a look at this beautiful, beautiful sim that I took the time to make. And I think I didn't take a couple screenshots, but, point being is I could have. The thought was crossing my mind. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to leave the chandelier on, but turn off the candles. Try to be practical, like we're saving on wax or something. Like, what the candles that we have is what we have, kind of thing. Like, treat it like a depression. Like, okay, we only have this many candles. At some point, they're going to go out. You know what I mean? Even though that's not realistic. That the candles never burn out in The Sims. They're just regular lights. And then she got up to put the glass down, and I told her to drink the other one and to sit her ass back down. Like, literally, I don't know why she didn't just throw the glass on the floor. That's what I would have done. I would have been like, next! And, yeah, I think we're winding down on today's episode of the Decade Challenge. I tried to work on aspirations. I know I worked on Byron's a bit with his cooking and stuff like that. And I know later on throughout this particular recording I did, but we'll be focusing that on more on next episode. Because, right now that they're just relaxing. It's the first day in. It's the first night in. You gotta have the day of just pure relax. And then the next day is, okay, let's get the routine started. Look at Amelia. She's enjoying her glass of wine. She's like, hey, I'm happy. I went in a dirty, disgusting outhouse, but I'm happy. Alright, you guys, I'm ending it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Sims Ford. Wow. The Sims Ford. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of The Sims 4, the Decade Challenge. And if you did, give it a huge like and a thumbs up and all that fun stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And ring the notification bell if you feel like it. That way you know when I put out videos. So that way you're not totally lost and confused as to when a new video is coming out. And I will see you guys next time. And don't forget, stay safe, stay clean, and if you can, stay home. It's the best thing you can do right now. Be safe, you guys, okay? Bye.